Have you ever stared at your phone at 2 in the morning, heart pounding, trying to decode a 3-word text from a guy who isn't even officially your boyfriend? If you have, welcome to the club. Today, we're getting raw, we're getting unhinged, and I'm sharing the things I desperately wish I knew in my 20s. Because we need to talk about the absolute epidemic of modern dating, the situationship. We've invented an entire dating dictionary to protect ourselves. Ghosting, breadcrumbing, cushioning, soft launching, benching. We have names for all of these blurry connections because modern dating has become all about minimizing risk and avoiding vulnerability. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Receiving intimacy without commitment is emotionally exhausting, and it slowly destroys your nervous system. So what actually is a situationship? It's emotional and physical intimacy without clear intentions or commitment. I know because I've been there. I spent 6 months in what I thought was a passionate love story. One day, I felt butterflies. The next day, I felt anxious and confused. I thought the emotional highs and lows meant the connection was special. But looking back, I wasn't experiencing love. I was experiencing uncertainty. I slowly lost my self-respect and found myself trapped in emotional limbo. And here's the thing. You're not crazy for feeling hurt. Science explains exactly why. When relationships lack clarity, your brain goes into overdrive. You start questioning everything. You replay conversations. You analyze text messages. You become hyper-vigilant. You mistake anxiety for intuition. But anxiety is not your sixth sense. It's your nervous system screaming for safety. If you have an anxious attachment style, it gets even worse. You spend all your energy looking for reassurance that never really comes, and eventually, the ambiguity destroys your peace. Which raises the question, if situationships hurt so much, why do we stay? Here's unhinged truth number 2. And I know some men are going to hate this, but we're talking facts. Women are taught that doing more creates more value. We think, if I cook for him, support him, listen to his problems, act like the cool girl, eventually he'll realize how amazing I am and commit. But I need you to hear this. Doing more for a man does not make him value you more. In fact, when you're constantly giving without receiving, he often starts believing that he must be the valuable one. Because people value what they invest in, not what they get for free. If you're giving him the full girlfriend experience while he's giving you mixed signals, you're teaching him that he can have everything without committing to anything. And this leads so many women into what I call the Wendy Trap. You manage his moods, you excuse his inconsistency, you make his life easier, you become his emotional support system. Meanwhile, he's enjoying all the benefits of a relationship without taking any responsibility. And every time you rescue him from his own indecision, you remove the very discomfort that could inspire him to grow. You stop being his romantic partner, and you start becoming his mother. And trust me, maternal energy kills attraction. Some men live in what psychologists describe as the eternal boy mentality. They want intimacy, they want support, they want companionship, but they don't want responsibility. Modern dating makes this even easier. Dating apps create the illusion that there's always someone else. So people keep one foot out the door, they ghost, they slow fade, they avoid difficult conversations. Because disappearing is easier than being emotionally mature. So how do we take our power back? First, if you're confused, he's not that into you, I'm sorry, but mixed signals are signals. A man who genuinely wants you creates clarity. Healthy love feels secure. Not confusing, not anxiety-inducing, not like you're constantly auditioning for the role of girlfriend. The right person won't make you question your worth. Second, stop playing Wendy. If he says he's not sure, then you should be unsure too. If he's just seeing where things go, then you should stop investing like he's already your husband. Don't try to convince someone to choose you. Relationships are not sales pitches. Third, value yourself first. People treat your time the way you teach them to. Have you ever seen a luxury brand apologize for existing? No. You wait for access. You respect the value. You need to treat yourself the same way. Stop apologizing for wanting commitment. Stop feeling guilty for having standards. You are not asking for too much. You are asking the wrong people. When your life is genuinely full, your passions, your career, your friends, your goals, you naturally become harder to access. Not because you're playing games, but because you're busy creating a beautiful life. And here's the secret. Be hard to get, but easy to be with. Warm, playful, kind, but never desperate. Listen. Your 20s and 30s can be emotionally brutal. We're all figuring things out. But you do not have to sacrifice your mental health, your self-esteem, or your peace for someone who is afraid of commitment. Because people don't rise to the level of your hopes. They rise to the level of your standards. You don't get what you want in life. You get what you tolerate. So stop tolerating the bare minimum. Pull your energy back. Stop chasing. Let people reveal themselves. And if someone leaves because you set healthy boundaries, let them go. Because the wrong person leaving creates space for the right person to arrive. And I want you to remember this. You are the prize. Act like it. And tell me in the comments, what's the biggest red flag you ignored in a situationship? I love you lots like jelly tots. And I'll see you in the next one. Keep valuing yourself.